Nice. Could actually connect this up to there as well. For now, let's just get the pump going. I want to see how much granite pipe actually works, because I've been using radiant pipe so much that I've forgotten just how positive granite pipes are. And we've still not made any snazzy suits, for God's sake. Let's do it. Let's do that here. What do I need? Refined metal. Fuck. Oosh. 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 Yeah, look at all this now. Son of a bitch. Son of an bitch. Low immunity. Who's dying? Catalina. Are you okay? You're not okay. Catalina. Be on the benefits brigade. Like you put the vent below the tile, even though it's mesh. Yes. Oh shit! And I built the fucking tile now before the pipe. That was a mistake. How are you, cats? How's it going? Shush! If you start putting out shit like that, you'll end up like me and Mex, constantly getting cussed at and having insults slung at you when you walk in the door. Don't mind. I've way too much cousins, so used to it. What? You have way too much what? Cousins. Cousins? Oh yeah, cycle 100, yeah. Granted, should work just fine for your purposes. In addition to adding radiant pipes, they fundamentally changed how pipes work, which is where the big improvement came from. Well, in terms of the transfer between materials, you mean? Yeah. It should be fine. I mean, I've been using like granite pipes in oil boiler builds, you know, for the parts where you want a bit of cooling, but you don't want it like radiant speed. And they've been working just fine, so I'm assuming it'll be okay. This is all priority 9. We're balls to the wall now. We're about to have some sickness, but we do have some med bays, so it should be fine. I should probably start feeding this little bastard, but we've not done any research for that yet. So let's get this going, and then at least we can feed him. We're out of algae again, but in a moment I'll drop this down as well. I just want to get this pipe done first. How is it for slime lung in here? I bet it's still pretty grim. Well, it's not actually too bad. We've killed off a lot of it. We're at like 3 and 5,000. That's not too bad. We can survive that, really. Whilst you're here, do a bit of digging as well, if you don't mind. Very good. Very good. Who's mastered what? Liam? Get promoted. May? Be a builder. Like cousin brothers. My grandpa had like 8 kids. Oh, I see. That's because life has condensed his insult singing to just yelling quote numbers at Mex. Maybe that's how I go family friendly. Maybe that's how I do that. Instead of actually calling Mex a son of a bitch, I should just say #341Mex or whatever that is. You know? Maybe that is the future. Maybe that's the key. None of these are getting fertilised anymore. Nothing's getting fertilised. We're just on mushrooms now, which is fine, honestly. Such a small amount of blue in the base. It's getting pretty desperate, isn't it? It's getting pretty desperate. Right. Let's drop this down. Let's drop this out. And we'll do this in a moment. What's the best way to kill critters? Not with dupes, but in a slaughterhouse. Drown them. Gem the labrador. Drown them in water. Make a little drowning pool. So what I've done in the past is have them all go onto like a mesh tile floor, have some water underneath with doors behind it, and then when the doors close on like a day sensor or a time sensor, you can kill off your excess critters periodically. Because when you've got like rock hatches or smooth hatches and stone hatches, they can take a long time to kill. So the damn neutronium should be in a single column. You mean the walls? Yeah, it's a bit annoying. It's a wee bit annoying. We've got shitloads of gold at the minute. Let's use some gold. Everything's a 9. Wow. There's a smidgen of algae to keep us going. I'll check the dupe in a minute. I'm not that bothered at the moment. Mark, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How is it going? Very normal waterfalling, just like in real life, yes. Yes, yes, yes. There's nothing wrong with these water physics, guys. Nothing whatsoever. They're perfect. Right, stress is going up a little bit. Catalina's still not doing the best, but she's inside just chilling. She might be alright, you know. What's she down to now? Oh, she's on the up now. That's not bad. We do need some more algae. Maybe I'll dig out some of this here. We need some algae badly. We'll get rid of this shit. In fact, we've got algae over... Ooh, not really, actually. I thought we'd left some over here. Yeah, we'll be alright. We'll be fine. Let's get this all to a 9. I'm going to cancel these ladders because I don't really need these ones, do I? Nor these ones. And we'll just dig this out. Like so. I would still like to mop this though if I can. Come on. I know there's a lot of priority 9, but it's all important. I promise once this is all done, we'll start easing off on the priority 9 stuff. For now, I just need them to crack on with it. I know it sucks. And it's slow, but it has to be done. Destroy that son of a bitch with debug. What's to do about that? Build tiles to make a smooth wall. Also makes the debris pop out and fall down, which is nice. Ah, can't stand it. Can't stand it. Yeah, as Mex has just said, Mex did it once. He literally dug out the entire asteroid and then filled all of the neutronium. So like all this here, he filled with normal tiles. Like this. Right? And then filled it to like, you know, the furthest level out. and it just looked horrible. It looked like somebody had come along and just smeared shit all over the outside of his walls. I was most displeased, Mex. You know I was. It was disgusting. I'd rather leave it just craggedy. Craggedy! With little puddles of piss here and there. Time to distillate some slime. I don't want to! I don't want to do that. We're going to dig out some of this instead. There will be no slime distillers. I want to do some exploring in the process as well, so we can actually hop up here. This is all pretty chill up here, so I'm assuming there shouldn't be too much slime along once we get past here. This is hell. This is not good, but... Oh, Surrey, thank you very much for the host. How the devil are you? I saw you were playing some No Man's Sky earlier. How was it? This is a monstrous ice biome down here, isn't it? Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. It's a big boy. We're on the algae scramble now. It has to be done. Should be fine. Oh shit, I should have disabled this. Fuck. I forgot all about that. Disable! Okay, so we'll get all this done. There's very little algae around here, but I just kind of want to crack on with this stuff now. We don't actually need that ladder, which is great. So we'll dig that out, and then we'll do a little mop. Yeah, we'll mop that as well. Good. Ooh, the base has been bluer. We've only got two deoxidizers, and we've got way more dupes than that. So it is time that we get some extra oxygen coming in. It is time. You alright, woman? It's alright, don't worry. I said it's alright, don't worry. Right, let me just think for a second. This is going to be a fireman's pole. It's going to come all the way down to there, but then it's going to get stopped by this geyser. So I think I'm going to want to put a floor in. Like here. Which makes this a very short ladder. But I think it needs to be done. Fireman's pole. Splop. He filled all the neutronium and it triggered him hard. It did. It was disgusting, Max. I hated it. It was the worst. It was the worst thing you ever did. You basically made an abortion of a base. It was terrible. It was the worst. Shit. This is not going to work. My plan was to have a continuous fire pole all the way down, but then we've got a guys that's smack bang in the middle here. So we're going to have to break and go around that. Which means you can come down to here. You can come down to there. I'm only deciding this now because I want to slap down a couple of things and I don't want them to be in the way later. Yeah, that'll be fine. This'll have to do. This will have to do. So put these like a 1. Mex, don't you share that shit here. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. The worst base you ever built. It's the worst. Who's mastered what? Catalina? You've already done that. Excellent. Catalina? You've already done that too. Catalina? Excellent. Right, let's take... Liam was my narco, wasn't he? So let's put him back on Narco Polo. Get him back to work. Nails... Nails seems fine as well. I think she was on the standard team, I think. Catalina will just leave for now. We'll get those beds in as well. And put in some Adore and stuff. So, let's get that done. So, we want Andor. Oh, shit. I really, really need to clean off my mouse mat. It's full of, like, crumbs and beard hairs. It's like something from the Twits, for those of you that might know Roald Dahl's famous book, The Twits. That's exactly what it's like. Except it's my mouse pad, and not my beard. Beautiful. I wouldn't recommend it randomly. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Okay. This is a nightmare, isn't it? What's this water at? This water's now at 94.9 degrees. That is not ideal. Son of a bitch. We have 150 kilos of refined gold. Incredible. Right, do we have any puffs still out in the wild trolling me? I've got this one guy here. I think I'm going to murder this puffed. Because he's going to keep dropping little balls of slime that my dupes are going to try and get. This is the loneliest Pacu in the world. And he's got a little friend up here as well. Oh, he's going to keep going out of range. Little bastard. Little bastard. He's trolling me. Get him! Get him! Fuck him up! Get him! Squad! Assemble! Why are you running all the way around? Oh, these tiles aren't done, that's why. Oh, Jesus Christ. That'll be why. I meant that first. I meant guys' first then plan, not the neutral anything. Ah, okay. Tyler, how's it going? Good evening, welcome to the stream. Yeah, overcrowded Paco, yeah, this little guy. Should we mop it up and send him flip-flopping on his way? Let's do that. Oh. Super Dave Kerman, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Super Dave Kerman. You super bastard. Flop! Hooray! Be free, tiny fishies. Be free! Why are you all congregating over here? Mop, 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 mop. Very good. Please don't stay in here. Go on, be on your way. A tiny baby. So cute. So cute. Okay. Okay. So, what I'm probably going to do now, I want some sort of like fluid defense stuff here. I want this to be a 9. So I can drop all this water down and send it down here. That is the plan. Okay. Now that you're doing this stuff, we'll get this dug out as well. Get you... Yeah, we'll just get all this stuff dug out. I really don't want this puff to come and troll me in the base. So if he comes out, I'm going to murder him. It's that simple. He will die this day. Cool. Get back in there, you son of a bitch. You die. You die. You're a dead man. You're a dead man. That's where you get, you son of a bitch. Right, let's get in there and get that. There's random bits of meat and stuff in here, so we'll get in there and get that. Because it's delicious. I wonder if we can make some barbecue. Have we got enough meat yet? We have plenty of meat, and we've got a few pinch pepper nuts as well. So let's make some sweet, sexy, sultry barbecue. Okay. We're very low on our water here, but that's fine. Catalina, 62%. I reckon you're probably fine to go back to work, aren't you? We'll leave it a little bit longer. Okay, I really need them to get this done, so they can run across here a bit easier and down. And in fact, we're going to get rid of all these little bits of ladder that are in between. And we'll get these filled with tiles. And we'll just use gold. We should have some gold kicking around here. I don't know why they're taking so long to actually do this stuff. We'll just replace all this with gold. Apart from this one. I need to check my priorities really and see if I've not got enough people building. I should have a lot of people building, but they're just not. Doing too many other things first. Life support, toggling. These things should only really, like, algae and stuff is a short-term thing. Combat is only if I toggle it. Toggle is only if I toggle something. Care is only needed if somebody's sick. Tidy, they're all on the same sort of level. I don't know why people aren't building more often. I've not got that much stuff that exactly needs operating. So I think it might just be down to this whole work shift malarkey. I think it's taken a little bit of getting used to. Like, the pace of the game is much slower. think I'm reacting to that by doing more stuff with priority 9 because I'm impatient, and I probably just shouldn't do that. It's probably not the way to play. But I do like priority 9. Has to be said. Right, let's put Camille, or Catalina, sorry, back to work. So you are back on Lazy Bastards. Max can stay on this. Yeah, his stress is starting to get a little bit higher, so maybe we'll give him a little bit more downtime again. Because he does love some downtime. And we should really make sure it clashes with the other people, shouldn't we? So more of them, you know, their socials sort of line up so they can all be interacting. I take you don't have the patience for critters this playthrough. Not really, Witchunga, no. Not really. I did say at the start of the playthrough, like, I'm going to put less focus on them, because I spent so much time worrying about the micro of critters in the last stream. The last playthrough, sorry, that it just started consuming the game, and it's just... I'd rather go a mechanical way that I can build stuff and leave it, and it's done. I think, in this one. Right, can you come and do this stuff now before it's too deep? Come on, guys. Stop fanning about. There you go. I've got nails hard at work down here. Fucking smashing it. There we go. So yeah, I mentioned earlier, I'm going to start trying to just deal with like one project at a time. Because otherwise, like, I mean, look at these things. We've had these fire poles waiting to be built for God knows how long. And these are on like a priority 6. In a normal base, they'd have been built by now. But because I'm trying to do too much high priority stuff, nothing's getting done. Or everything's getting done very, very slowly. All at the same time. Which is not ideal. Like, this thing being overpressurized is triggering me a little bit. Got a lot of water up here. Holy balls. A lot of water. Every priority 9 should come with a 20% stress penalty. People used to think that using high priorities gave you more stress. People used to literally swear black was white on the forums that, you know, you shouldn't use priority 9, it's the same as emergency mode, and like, yeah, people used to avoid it for that, and I was one of the main people that was like, don't worry about it, just smash a load of priority 9s, it's fine. Like, I normally, depending on the time of the night normally, as it gets later and I get more tired, everything becomes priority 9, but normally I'll operate with like 3 priorities anyway. I've got, do this soon, do this sooner, do this now. That's kind of my deal. And then I've got stuff like this. Do this when I remember that I want this to be done. Do you know what I mean? But this I want done right now. I should have probably put the coal gen like up here so they don't have to go all this extra distance, but it's fine. It's fine. Here we go. Cool. So we're out of algae again. So I'll need to try and source some more algae in a minute, but we're going to be digging this stuff out in a second. I think we'll probably get a bit just from clearing some of this out. Because just getting to all these pools, we're going to have to dig through algae to let all these different pools of water come down here. So I'm not going to pump all these manually, it'll take fucking ages. Put a sweep on the coal gen. We can do Lackey. I'll probably end up just connecting up with a proper circuit later. But yeah. That makes 4. What makes 4, Max? What makes 4? What are you talking about, you son of a gun? Okay, so we'll get some coal put in there. Let's do a little dig through here. I'm hoping this doesn't play silly buggers and it just all falls down. That would be the ideal scenario. Yeesh. Oh, there's a piece of pipe missing. 4 priorities. No, it doesn't. Do this soon. Do this sooner. Do this now. That's 3. That is 3. I'm scared about this tile breaking here, so what I'm probably going to do, just to be safe, we'll just slap a little tile there. Yeah, but the do this when I remember is like a planning mode to me, which should be in the game. We need and plan mode. There we go, we're starting to condense some water now. The stuff in this pipes will start getting a bit warm, and it is going to heat this pool of water up eventually, but it's a solution for now, it'll do for now. But it does mean that we are condensing the steam in here, which is the main thing. As this water level rises as well, we'll get a bigger body of like, sort of absorption energy in the room. And that'll get rid of all this steam down here as well. So about all this piss, you have more piss than room. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to let it all down. I'm just going to let some of the pockets down to begin with, so that I can start going up here and exploring a bit more, and then we can get these when the water level starts dropping. So I will use some of this water for other stuff as well. Okay. I'm hoping that by the time we need more room, we'll have circuits in place rather than having a cold gen here. Yeah, that seems to be a lot better already. We're not getting massive amounts of steam building up. It will, as I say, mean that this is going to heat up.